Hey everybody, Zach from Nights2 here, back with another Movie Memories Monday for you. By the title, the thumbnail, you know what it's going to be for. It's going to be for one of the better movies of the Pokemon films from the original trilogy. Now, it's a good one. There's 20 films, so it's kind of hard for me to rank them until I make that kind of list. It gives me an idea. But anyway, for this one's going to be for Pokémon the movie 2000. Now this movie came out in year 2000, so this movie turns 18 years old this year, and this movie was really, really, really good. I also love the little mini Pikachu adventures that they have. This one was probably my least favorite of the three, in terms of the Pikachu shorts, not the movie. Of the original trilogy, which I actually also have on Blu-ray, but I'm talking about this one specifically though, is a really, really good movie. Pokemon the movie 2000, even though I did like the movie, it is kind of funny that Lugia kind of got beaten at least 2 or 3 times in that film, and it's kind of disappointing. I mean, I probably shouldn't compare, but Ho-Oh in the most recent Marshadow movie, well, I should say the reboot of not reboot, more like a reimagining of what Ash's journey would begin like. Ho-Oh was insanely powerful in that movie. Comparing though to Lugia in this movie, he was pretty weak, but he was really cool. I had to admit, a lot of the scenes with Lugia was amazing, and pretty much with every Pokemon movie, there's Pokemon that has telepathy in some way, shape, or form. I just realized there is no telepathy in the newest Pokemon movie, which actually I think is the only one that doesn't have one. Whoa. Now that's surprising. But Pokemon Movie 2000 says, "The power of one. Get set for an unforgettable adventure featuring all new Pokemon. An ancient legend comes true when Pokemon Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are distributed after centuries of harmony. Blah. As the very forces of nature come unbalanced, life on Earth depends on the unlikely teaming of the mythical Pokemon Lugia and a mysterious Chosen One foretold in the legend. Can Ash Ketchum summon the courage to save the day? See how one person can make all the difference." Exclusive bonus footage and a sneak preview of Pokemon Movie 3. I'm going to show you the spine as well. I got this at Goodwill about a couple years ago for 50 cents. I have seen this years and years ago when it was out. I never seen a single Pokemon movie in theaters. As much as I would love to, I never did. I've seen them at friends' houses on TV, but I never went to go see them in theaters. I've had them on, I think I've had the original one on VHS once. No, it was this one actually. I had this on VHS type once, years ago. I think it was accidentally thrown away, but not by me. But anyway, I'm also going to show you the back. You can see Ash, Pikachu, what was that? Lugia in front of Ash, the gang, Ash, Misty, Tracy, and Slowking. And I really love the amazing music in this movie. The Lugia song is by far one of my favorite Pokemon music from any of the movies. It's probably, it's one I remember the most. I don't include the Pokemon anime intro song as the song that they do for the legendary Pokemon. This is the one that always sticks out to me the most. I really love the Pokemon Movie 2000. Of the first 3, my favorite has to be... That's so tough. I really like all 3. If I had to put them in order, I would have to put it probably 1, then 2, then 3 in order, because as much as I love 3, it wasn't quite as good as the first 2 films. And then Pokemon Movie Forever, now that movie is amazing. Oh, I love Pokemon Movie Forever. Okay, I'm going to do my list of my top 5 favorite Pokemon films next video. Since I actually have them, I think I only have 3 of them on VHS though, not on DVD. Anyway, I think some of my favorite scenes from this movie has to be with Slowking, because he actually talks in this movie. There were several times where he was talking to Ash about him being the Chosen One, and how like the world will turn to ash, and that's I just love the movie. I really like the part where Misty gets kind of jealous because there was a girl who does like the ritual for Lugia's song, and she kisses Ash, and let's just say Misty gets mad at Melody. It was absolutely hilarious, and for some reason, a lot of people hate Tracy. I like Tracy. I like he was a really funny character, very nice, good friend. But it's kind of funny how in this movie though, when Melody and Misty were talking about, well, they weren't saying Ash, but talking about like liking a guy, and all of a sudden Tracy comes in saying, "Are you talking about me?" That was hilarious. I also, what was it? There was another scene. This was also, I think, the very first. Not the very first. No, it can't be. There was one time in anime, but I'm talking about dubbed versions. In the first dubbed version of Pokemon, it actually has an actual Pokemon card in the anime. Because in Japan, the original Indigo League actually had was it Team Rocket's Dark Primeape card in the anime, in the Japanese anime, but the English versions they took it out. But in this movie, they still kept it in. It was an Ancient Mew card. From what I remember, I definitely could be wrong on this, but I think there were two kinds of Ancient Mew cards. There were the legit cards, and then there were these sticker cards. I'm not sure if these sticker cards were official, or if they were just fake for people to just buy money, or to get money to get them. And I had an Ancient Mew card, and as much as I hate myself for doing it, I had to check to see if it was legit, so I gently peeled the corner of it, and it was not a sticker. Thankfully, because it was a beautiful card. Until one day, I think I was walking home from school, and I had it in like this, hard plastic sleeve, like a top loader, very thick, supposed to protect cards very well. I somehow, I guess, dropped it. I looked everywhere for it. The next day when I was walking to, I think, a friend's house, I found it on the road, crushed. It hurt. It hurt very bad, because I really loved that card, and I never got it back. eBay time. Not right now. There was one card I did get before, unrelated to this movie. Back in like 2006 or 7, I think it was 2006. I think they had like the Legend Maker cards, the one with the Delta Species Mew. I actually pulled one. Back when I was at Walmart, my mom and I were waiting for someone to meet up with us, and I was opening up my card packs, and I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, I pulled a shiny blue Delta Species Mew card. I had one. Those things are worth so much money, but that wasn't the reason why I miss it. It disappeared from my collection, and I have no idea where it went. Knowing my bad memory, I probably could have traded it, but I remember in 2000, and I think it was like 10 or 2011, I gave all of my Pokemon cards to my friend because I wanted to give up on the cards and just focus on the games. But then a couple years ago, I started recollecting, and he still had my cards. It took him a little bit to find them, but he gave them back to me. But I don't remember if my Delta Species Mew was ever in that collection, so I cannot blame my friend at all for it. So I'm not sure where it went. But that Delta Species Mew card was my favorite card that I ever owned, and I don't know what happened to it. A lot of people probably won't believe me, but this happened. I actually pulled a Delta Species Shiny Mew holographic card before, and those things go for, I think, maybe $100 or more. Because someday I'll have to grab it. Maybe one of the packs on eBay would be cheaper and I can get lucky. Doubt it. Anyway, going back to the movie. Pokemon the movie 2000 was amazing. I think they should have given Lugia a little bit more better battle scenes. Because I think he was a powerful Pokemon for sure, but not as powerful as I was kind of hoping he would, because in the first movie, Mewtwo was really powerful. And then even in Pokemon Movie 3 with Entei, even though it's a Mirage Entei, it's not a real one, it was still a powerful and Mirage Entei. Man, that movie was kind of dark. Anyway, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres get mad at this kind of guy who's collecting Pokemon to trade them off for money or something like that, and try to capture all legendary birds, and then was trying to get all of them to pretty much lure Lugia out for him to capture him. I think one of my favorite lines from this movie would have to be when Slowking when all the weather was going crazy throughout the film because of what was happening between the legendary birds, and I guess their nature was going crazy because it needed balance with them. And Slowking was covered in snow. He shakes it off and he's like, "I could use pants." I don't know what it was about that scene, but that's absolutely hilarious to me. I really like Slowking's character in that movie. Even though he had very little screen time, he was hilarious when he was on there. I probably should show you the tape. And this is the tape for the Pokemon the Movie 2000. Really love Pokemon. I need to get more VHS tapes Pokemon movies that I already own, just for the fact I like having VHS tapes, especially Pokemon ones. For pretty much collecting wise now rather than watch. I'll watch them for the specials, because these versions do not have it. It's pretty unfortunate because it was such a great collection. I just wish it had the specials. Pokemon the Movie 2000. What else could I say? Really, really good movie. Ash was on the Orange Islands collecting their versions of badges. And that's why Tracy was in it and not Brock. I really liked the tone of this movie. It was more lighthearted. It had some dark elements, but not enough to make it like the first or the third or even the fourth film. But yeah, I just love this movie. I can't remember what else about it, minus the Lugia songs. I really want to listen to it now. I really do. So that came out the same year Gold and Silver did. The same year. I think it was probably released before the games came out. And that's why the movie 3000 and 4000 were based off that generation. Even Heroes, which is number 5. Even though it has Latios and Latios. Still technically Johto. Not much else to say. I never got to see it in theaters. I had an Ancient Mew card once. Unfortunately gone. But I still love this movie anyway. Tell me in the comments below what you guys and girls think of this video. What do you think of the Pokemon Movie 2000? Of the first 3 films, which one is your favorite, either in order, or if you don't like this film, you can tell me kindly in the comments below what you didn't like about this movie. Because as much as I like it, there are definitely some flaws. To me, the biggest flaw was Lugia being underpowered. I think he could have gotten a lot more battle scenes where he was actually owning the other 3 birds, or owning the villain in the movie. Unfortunately, a lot of the legendary Pokemon don't really ever own them, except for Mewtwo. Mewtwo destroyed the labs. Anyway, see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this video and the Pokemon movies. See you in the next video. God bless.